Hi! Welcome to this video analysis of a movie scene. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I was just going to put it on my blog in writing before I realised I'm way too lazy to copy it all out again. So I thought instead I'd just do a video. So anyway, this is going to be the beginning scene of Hot Fuzz, which is a 2007 movie done by Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost after Shaun of the Dead. If you don't know those movies, I highly recommend them. They're very funny. Not for the faint of heart, shall I just put it that way? Before we start the analysis, here's the scene that we're going to be analysing.
Police Constable Nicholas Angel, born and schooled in London, graduated Canterbury University in 1993 with a double first in politics and sociology, attended Hendon College of Police Training, displayed great aptitude in field exercises, notably urban pacification and riot control, academically excelled in theoretical coursework and final year examinations, received the Baton of Honour, graduated with distinction into the Metropolitan Police Service, quickly established an effectiveness and popularity within the community,
Use your brain.
proceeded to improve skill base with courses in advanced driving and advanced cycling, became heavily involved in a number of extra-vocational activities, to this day holds the Met record for the 100-metre dash. In 2001 began active duty with the renowned SO-19 Armed Response Unit, received a Bravery Award for efforts in the resolution of Operation Crackdown. In the last 12 months has received 9 special commendations, achieved the highest arrest record for any officer in the Met, and sustained 3 injuries in the line of duty, most recently in December, when wounded by a man dressed as Father Christmas.
So we start off with the Universal logo coming up, sounds that appear on top of the title sequences. So we basically have the sound of the movie before the image of the movie, which kind of gets us into the universe of the film before we've even seen the first image, which is quite interesting. As you can see, what happens first are a pair of sliding doors open way before the character is in front of the screens. So it's kind of like the doors are opening for us, again inviting us into the universe of the movie. We are invited into this film. And again we have the character who looks directly at the camera, who shows his badge to the camera, to us, the viewer. Next, he is actually talking to us for this whole sequence. He's telling us about his police career from when he started in Police Academy. There are lots of looks directly at the camera, behind a riot shield after he finishes his exam paper, and of course when he does his extreme driving and extreme cycling. So let's talk about the energy in the scene. The scene's very dynamic, it's very fast, it's energetic, it's upbeat. The music it has that same kind of energy in it. It's upbeat, it's fast, the shots are quite short, and the editing seems to help speed up the rhythm of the scene. From that first very long, slow shot of Nicholas Angel walking towards the camera, we stay on the same shot for a very long time while the camera very slowly zooms in. Whereas after that initial shot of the badge that he's showing us, we move directly into something else. We move directly into something which is very, very fast. So we kind of have a break in the rhythm. So the fact that the scene is very dynamic and very upbeat kind of sets the scene for the tone of the movie, which is going to be an action movie. The actual genre of the movie is police action comedy. So we know that there's going to be action, it's going to be shot in this very energetic, very fast way. The character is walking very quickly and he seems to be in a hurry to get somewhere, which just adds to the fastness of the scene. So there's an anticipation of what the film's going to be based on this very first scene, this first, few minutes. It's going to be funny, it's going to be quick, there's going to be action, and there's also going to be crimes because it's a police movie. So what's particular about this character of Nicholas Angel is his competence, his skill, and he's very, very present in the scene. We could say omnipresent in the scene. He's in almost every shot. We see him from head to toe. He's sometimes has close-ups. We always see him in the middle of the screen, even when he's talking to some people on the street. He's in between the two characters. He's the center of attention, that we need to be focusing on him. There are lots of flashbacks in the scene, going from the present moment to what has happened earlier in this man's life, and with the rapidity of the changes going from the present to the past, the present to the past, it's all kind of coming together just based on the character's journey through police headquarters and his fast walking, which helps the dynamic of the scene. So if you watch the scene closely, you'll notice that there's an abundance of blue and white in the scene, these two colours. First of all, this duo of colours is representative of the police force, at least in the UK. For example, police cars are blue and white, etc, etc. But we have to remember the context of this movie. This was shot after Shaun of the Dead and is part of the Cornetto trilogy, which is a trilogy of films made by Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg. The first movie was Shaun of the Dead and was the strawberry Cornetto, and so the two colours were red and white. This movie is the vanilla flavour of Cornetto, and so those two colours are blue and white, hence the colours in the scene. If you listen very closely to the sounds at the beginning of the movie, you'll notice that the very first sound is a police whistle. They used to be used very often, and as the sounds continue, it seems that you get an old siren, and then a slightly newer siren, and finally the newest version of the police siren. So it's like a kind of sound that belongs to the police universe in a chronological order from the most historic to the most recent. It's almost as if it's showing you exactly when the film is going to take place. This is a very good opening sequence of a movie. It presents the main character, who's going to be very important for the rest of the film, in a way that hasn't been done a million times before. And it also sets up the movie for what it's going to be. It is going to be a police action comedy movie. If you have a film that you want me to do an analysis on, if there's a sequence you really enjoy or something you find might be interesting or something like that, no problem, just leave a comment below asking me to do something, and I have so much time on my hands, I'm sure I'll find some time to do it. Or if there are things I missed in the analysis, because believe me, that happens all the time. I'm mainly focused on the theme of this being an opening sequence that presents a character and sets up the movie. So that's what my analysis was for you. That was the goal of this analysis. So if you saw something that you thought was interesting that I didn't say, please leave a comment below. Tell me what I missed. Tell me what you saw, what would be interesting, just whatever. It would be great to hear from you guys, to hear some feedback. And hopefully I will do this again soon. Bye!